Hey guys, and welcome to my pottery studio. This is a video I've been putting off for a while now. So I've been living here for like 8 months now. It's been a while, and my main purpose for moving here was so that I could use this room right here as my pottery studio. And as you can see, I haven't done the best job of maintaining it. So today what we're gonna do is clean and hopefully get this to a point where it doesn't look horrible. So if that sounds like an exciting time, you can keep on watching. If you want to see more pottery related content, you can follow me on Instagram and also TikTok at CeramicSabrina. You can subscribe to be notified the next time that I post a video, and I think that's all I have to say, so I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna get started. So we're gonna start out by picking up some things. There are a lot of things in here. A lot of them don't belong in here, so we're just going to gather them. I'm going to take everything that's dirty and bring it to my basement to clean it. And pretty much everything's dirty, so pretty much everything is going down to the basement. Yeah, in the time it's been since I filmed this, my studio is once again a complete mess. So I'm assuming that by watching this again, I'll feel some sense of fulfillment because like, oh yeah, I remember that one time I cleaned everything and, you know, just gets dirty again. I don't understand, but like, yeah, this is exactly what my wheel looks like now. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that. We're also not going to talk about the fact that it takes me 84 years to edit a video. But you know what? What we are going to talk about is me scooping all these little dry clay bits, tossing them in these buckets. These are my reclaim buckets, kind of the bane of my existence because they fill up so fast, and like, it's very convenient to be able to reclaim clay, but it's also my least favorite activity. I'm just not a fan. And then we're gonna move over to my table here. I've got a lot of things going on here. I have a very nicely sized table, which I'm grateful for, but this is cute. This was the very first pot I ever made. Anyways, so I finished cleaning up everything off the table. Just gonna go in with my sponge, kind of wipe all the dry stuff on the floor, and yeah. It's really annoying when the table gets dirty because the dry clay gets stuck in the fresh clay, and the obvious solution to this problem would be to just clean my table on a more regular basis, but I don't know, I'm just always in the middle of things. I've always got something going on, and I don't like to completely put things away because then I feel less inclined to like take it back out and keep working on it. But if it's right there, then maybe I'll just, you know, feel inspired to work on it or something. I don't know. That's my logic, but not the best logic, I would say. Just kind of cleaning the wall. You know, sometimes things get crazy, some things get on the wall. We're now going to sort my shelf. I've got a lot of things on here. Kind of, you know, some of them have been works in progress for quite some time. Some of them are on the newer side, but they all are not done. So I'm just gonna kind of try and sort them by what I need to do with them. You know, maybe toss a couple pieces out. Ooh, I don't think that one made the cut. Yeah, that big bowl, I was really sad. The rim got messed up, so I never ended up glazing it. I am going to keep this space here, though. I made this when I was in college still, but never finished that one either. Probably never will, but I'm going to hold on to it for another year or so. Speaking of which, another update since I filmed this video is that I'm going to be moving into a new studio. I don't want to jinx myself because this is literally the 4th time that this has potentially almost happened, and then all the other times have fallen through. But I'm feeling hopeful that this time does not fall through. So this will be really awesome because I'll finally have somewhere to set up my kiln, because that's kind of the one main drawback of this studio space, is that obviously it's in my apartment, and I can't just go and throw a kiln in there for many reasons. So this will be good. I'll be able to, you know, fire on my own again and hopefully just kind of up the production quantities I'm able to make. And here I am just organizing all my underglazes. I have this little shelf I like to keep them on. It's not the best storage, but it's what we got. So I'm just gonna organize everything by color so it's easier to find. It looks so nice and organized. It looks nothing like it does right now, but good memories here. And then I think I'm in the corner just doing some things, organizing things. And then here's the other half of the room. This is like a closet area. Lots of things here. Got some Christmas decorations, got a lot of boxes, got, yeah, lots of things. I also found this hat that I used to wear a lot and I put on, and I think I kind of forgot that I was wearing it because I look kind of, like, I don't know. It's not my usual look, but you know when you're like cleaning things, you're like, oh hey, here's this, like, you know, and then you've just got like a whole new life with all these old things that you used to use all the time and then threw in your spare closet. Anyways, just picking some things up. Got my little cat carrier down there. Gonna have to relocate that guy. So yeah, just kind of going back and forth, sweeping the floor, trying to clean her up. The closet is still a little full of things, but like that's literally what a closet is for, so that's fine. I'm gonna put my boxes back in there. I like to keep a good supply of boxes. I currently am firing my pieces not in this studio, so I have to drive them, and to do that I put them in a box. So I like to use boxes for that. I like to keep boxes so I can ship pottery in them, just because why would I buy a box when I have a perfectly good box right here? It's my mentality. So yeah, I've got some canvases going in there, just all sorts of things that I don't use as much as all the other things. And there's my cat, so that's fun. Besides that, I am excited to be doing pottery like 75% full-time, I would say. I don't know if I can really say it's my, you know, my full-time job, but it's definitely what I do with most of my time. So all right, so I went through all the boxes, condensed them in this wall. It's probably not necessary to have this many boxes, but I can't bring myself to get rid of them because what if I need them? So we did that. That's all my like dirty clay towels and stuff, which I'm going to clean later. Here are my books I have to go through, and the rest of my closet is kind of like already organized. But yeah, the rest of the room's looking pretty good, I would say. I'm gonna sweep the floor. I opened the window, so hopefully I don't die. But yeah, so I'm gonna sweep the floor. We're gonna mop. Probably gonna have to mop a lot. And then after that, I think that's gonna be just about it. I do obviously have these beautiful buckets here of reclaim that I need to take care of. That green bucket is ridiculous. I really need to take care of that, but that's for another time, but hopefully soon. So let's clean the floor and then we'll see what we're working with after that. All right, so we're cleaning the floor. The most exciting part. Not really. The floor is the hardest thing to keep clean because no matter how many times you clean it, it really just never looks good. It looks decent after this video, honestly, but it's so hard. I wish pottery just, like, I love everything about pottery except for the cleaning up part. Really not a fan of that. Would really love if that was not something I had to do, but you know, wishful thinking. But it is satisfying to see the transformation, and it does make me feel inclined to clean the studio again, but I don't know, it really doesn't even take that long. It's super annoying because, like I said, I have to go down to the basement to wash things, and that's like 2 flights of stairs, and that's a lot. And like, I might see one of my neighbors down there, and that's more than I'm interested in doing. So not really sure when I'm gonna get around to that again, but look at that baby shine. Wow, love that. Yeah, but anyways, as I was saying before I cut my own self off, pottery is kind of my main hustle right now, so I'm excited. I'm hoping I can make some more videos soon. I'm trying to make some more pottery, so, you know, hopefully everything just keeps working out. Fingers crossed, stay tuned. I think that's it for the cleaning, so we're gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour, so let's get into that. So I guess I'll just take you around the room. I have a little gallery wall going on when you first walk in. Most of it, I'd say like half of it is stuff I've drawn, half of it's things I've obtained. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got a little desk here. It's just got like writing, drawing supplies. This is my iPad cover, it's so cute. And then next to that, I have a shelf here. I think I got this from Target at some point. It's nice because you can change the height of the shelves. So this is where I just keep pottery. I try and keep it organized by like what I have to do with it next. So this top shelf is mostly pieces that have been fired and I need to glaze them. The middle shelf and that shelf, I guess, I try to organize it, but you know. But on the bottom, I just have pieces that are dry and I need to finish painting them or something like that. And yeah, it's just good to have storage. I got some aprons hanging on the end here. Fuck, where did I put that actually? I almost forgot. I just got this new apron. It is actually a clapron. It's my first one. So gotta hang that up. So now I've got 3 aprons. How exciting. I really don't even wear aprons that much. I just deal with clay being on everything I own, but that's okay. And then it's a little small in here if you didn't notice when I showed you everything. So next to that, I have this little ladder that I use as a shelf. I've got some tools down there. I try to keep them kind of separated by purpose, paintbrushes, you know, trimming, sculpting, that sort of thing. And then up here is my little underglaze collection. Most of them are almost empty. I've had them for quite a long time. This black I'm almost out of, and I'm kind of proud because it's a lot, and underglaze a little bit goes a long way. So I think in the probably like 3 years that I've had that, we're almost there. And same with the white, so I definitely use those quite a bit. But I do have them separated by color. You just can't really tell because the labels all look the same. So in the corner here, it's kind of hard to see. I just have this little rolling cart and I have all my glazes on there. I don't usually glaze here. I usually glaze at the studio that I teach at because that's where my work gets fired. So I'll usually just grab this and bring it with me when I head over there. So I just have Laguna mostly up top, and then I've got some Amico down there. And then next to all that is my little table. I guess it's a pretty decently sized table. I got this on Facebook Marketplace last summer, and I think it was like $30, so would definitely recommend getting your table on there. What you want in a pottery table is something very sturdy. So the bottom's made of metal, and I think the top was wood. And then I just stapled canvas over it. I have like a big bolt of canvas that I'm almost out of. So that's really nice because when you're wedging on it, you know, you're going to be pushing it back and forth, so you want it to be sturdy. There's my iced coffee. You also want that to be sturdy. And then at the bottom, I just have a mess. So this is like bagged clay that I'll be using, plastic bags. That is my white reclaim section that I'm kind of embarrassed to be showing you, but I just have to bring that to the studio. But clay is kind of heavy, so not looking forward to doing that. And then this wall is kind of interesting. This is just a piece of cardboard. I'm planning on painting something on there just because I think it's a nice size. I don't know. So I just hung it up just to start getting the inspiration going. I also have 2 empty frames on the wall because I love art. No, I mean, I'll get around to putting something in there eventually. I don't know. I drew that bottom piece there. But I prefer to have other people's art hanging up, even though most of what I've shown you is stuff that I have, just because I have so much of it, and like I like to buy art that really, you know, speaks to me. So I try to wait until I really, really like something. But anyways, it's a work in progress. Over here, I have my chair here. I'm just moving it around because it's in the way. I just got that at like a thrift store. It's not ideal. It's made of wicker and it's kind of falling apart, but it'll do for now. As you can see, it's kind of covered in clay, so I'm not, you know, I'm very much a fan of thrift stores, you know, Facebook Marketplace, buying things used. I'm pretty sure all the furniture in my house is either used or I made it. So I'm all about that lifestyle. So here's a little shelf. The bottom, I keep my bats. Those are like some bowls and just boards, things I can put pots on. Up top is kind of just random storage. I have my little Snorlax piggy bank that I don't know, I was really mad because his little feet broke off somehow. So yeah, I just kind of put him on this shelf to live out the rest of his life. Have some corks behind there, more canvas, sponge, piggy bank that I didn't make but cherish. And then I've got some random artsy books that are mostly for decoration. Here I have my like stamps and stuff, and then just random ribs, rulers, my little scale that I'm sure you've seen before. This guy here, this is the very first pinch pot that I ever made in my very first ceramics class on like the first day. So I just keep random stuff in there, but that's kind of cute. It's always cool to see the progress. Here's just another little cute shelf thing. This is my reclaim area, I guess you could say. My bucket of shame. So this is all my speckled clay that's sitting in water. This board here, this is a hot mess, but that board is made of plaster, so I just have some clay spread out on there to start to dry out, and then probably later today I'll flip it over, and then hopefully in the next day or two I can reuse that, and then I will continue the process. It's definitely not my favorite thing to do, but I'm almost out of clay and I would rather not drive an hour and a half to go buy some, so I'll reclaim that. And then here is kind of the star of the show. So here's my wheel. It's the same one I've always had. It's a Clay Boss. I bought it used from someone, which is what I would definitely recommend doing if you're looking for a wheel. I do have some cute little stickers on the side here, so those are fun. And then right now I have my, I think it's called a bat mate on there because I've been throwing. I have no idea what it's made out of, but it's super convenient if you throw with bats. And my bats are handmade, I guess, or not handmade, but like someone made them for me. Here's a bat if you are not familiar. So basically this goes on there and there's like screws that hold it in there, but since they were made by a person, they're like, you know, maybe like 99% perfect, but sometimes they shift a little bit, and when you're trying to get your clay centered, it's obviously not helpful if your base is moving all over the place. So somehow this material grips onto it and keeps it from wiggling, so definitely would recommend one of those. But yeah, my wheel was clean a couple days ago, but I've been busy, and yeah, so it's a mess, but this is like an authentic raw studio tour. This wall is kind of lackluster. I really want to get some sort of like tapestry or something to hang up there, but haven't decided on which one. But I don't like the blank space there. And then I do have one window, which is kind of nice. My only complaint about this room, besides, I mean, all the other complaints, I wish the lighting was a little bit better. I mean, right now I think it's going okay, but I have a bunch of lights on in here, and you know, it's all right. Usually what I do is I just turn off the main light, and it's kind of like, you know, chill studio vibes, which I think is kind of relaxing. I'm definitely the kind of person who will just be doing something in basically the dark and not even realize it, and someone else comes up and turns the light on and they're like, what are you doing? Why are you in the dark? And I'm like, oh, I just didn't realize. Like, I'm fine. So I usually don't mind doing pottery in a dimly lit room, but I thought you guys might want to see a little better. So anyways, I do have, you know, don't look at the floor, but like look at the floor for a minute. So I have some like linoleum panels that I bought. This stuff, surprisingly expensive. Did I put it down professionally? Absolutely not. I just kind of wanted to attempt to keep the floor clean since I do live in an apartment, and I imagine my landlord's not watching this, but like, sorry if you are. But anyways, so I just put that down to try and clean it a little easier, but like, the floors are so hard to keep clean in here. But I don't know, I try, so maybe I'll get my security deposit back if I move out, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So next to my wheel, I have this little rolling cart. I just use it to put pots on to dry. It's kind of nice. It has these hooks on it, so I keep my wire tools. I've got a heat gun there. It's kind of nice to have. Spare towels, random boxes. And then I have this cabinet over here. This was in my last studio tour. I really like this. This was my grandma's, so it's cool to hold on to it and use it for pottery. So, I mean, it's kind of for pottery. The top drawer has some tools in it. I've got brushes, more sculpting tools, stuff I don't really use terribly often, but it's nice to have. The drawers are kind of not great. And then the rest of it's just kind of a mess, like, you know, true Sabrina fashion. But they're kind of labeled, and got like jewelry making stuff in there. This one is labeled oddities, so I have my clock mechanisms. I hoarded this candle lid so I can use it for a pot someday. I've got reusable straws. That's fun. All sorts of cool stuff that I may or may not use someday. The drawers, they are a little finicky. They're, you know, I mean, I'm assuming this was originally used for like paper or flat things, so maybe that's why. But anyways, the bottom I have my power drill, you know, because I'm a handy woman. And then I've just got like screws and, you know, tools and stuff like that. And then over here, you know, I've got my ring light because I'm a good YouTuber. But here's my closet. This room is supposed to be a bedroom. So this is a 1-bedroom apartment, and I just use it as a studio apartment kind of situation. And then this is my pottery studio. So the living room is my bedroom, and the bedroom is the pottery studio because priorities. So this is the closet. The archway is kind of neat, actually. I like that part, but it's nice. I've got all sorts of shelves. This is my pile of boxes. I always hoard boxes so I can use them for shipping and stuff. So all my good boxes I keep over here, and it's nice for like transporting pottery to and from. Like I mentioned, I don't fire my work here because I live in an apartment, and I still have my kiln. I have 2 kilns actually. I just don't have anywhere to put them, so they are in storage, and hopefully someday I can find a space to set that up. But for now, I just pack my stuff in a box and drive it to the studio and pray that nothing breaks in the process, but I'd say I have like an 85% success rate there. But, you know, it is what it is for now. I do have my sewing machine. I got bubble wrap. This is my pile of towels to wash. Well, you know, just kind of storage stuff. Not the most glamorous corner at all. And that's about it. I've got this the rest of my apartment. And yeah, so I try to keep it, I mean, I don't know, I try to keep it clean, because obviously I live here and I do have my cats here, so I definitely don't want us to be breathing in anything. I try to keep them out of here as much as I can, because in the past they've, you know, they'll jump on the table and get cat hair all over the table, and they'll jump on the shelf and they'll knock things over, and it is not a good time. So I just try and keep them out of here. But for me, it works pretty well. I mean, I think it's like an okay size. I think maybe more shelving would be cool, but I could definitely fit that in here. And then obviously the kiln would be pretty cool. I'm not sure exactly what to do about that. I'm not really trying to buy a house anytime soon, but maybe I could like rent a house. I would really like to rent like a warehouse or a garage space or something, but it is also nice to have the studio right here. So I don't know, it's tough, but I'm super happy to have a little space to work, and having the wheel here is really convenient, because I can kind of keep an eye on pots that are drying, and I can throw whenever I want to, and I don't know, I generally prefer to work by myself, so it's nice to just hang out, and I can go and take a break and eat a snack if I want to. And then I forgot to film an outro, so we're just gonna do one right now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very long video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like below. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. You can also follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at Ceramic Sabrina. I also have a website now, ceramicsabrina.com, so you can check that out. I post things for sale every once in a while. I'm working on getting my first shop update, hopefully sometime in June. So that's all very exciting, and yeah, feel free to check it out if you don't want to miss anything. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.